Welcome to Solar Study course. In this course, you will learn about the solar energy and the basics of solar energy and how we will use solar energy to convert radiation data from the sun to electrical data. Then next what we will learn about the how we can see the generation data. Like we all know that solar radiation is coming from morning to evening. Like morning radiation is started and it is goes on like this, and at the afternoon it is decreasing. During sunset it is completely sun closed. So this is the basic formation of the solar radiation. This thing you will learn. Then after that, all the solar radiation data and generation data, and using all this data, we will use Python programming. So why we have to use Python programming? Because you already seen this image. So what we will do in solar plant, there will be so many data acquisition system. They are providing the some data. So what we can do, we can plot this kind of figure using Python programming. Also, if we know about the solar module detail, we can generate the IV curve of the solar cell as well as solar module. And next what we will do, we will design the solar power plant system using this Python programming. That and all you will learn in this lecture. So before proceeding the Python in the generation data, so we have to know about the basic solar energy, how it will generating, how will it will enter to earth atmosphere, and how it will convert that radiation data into electrical energy using solar cell. Welcome to lecture 1. Myself Karthikiyam. So, course outliner. First, basics of solar energy. Then greenhouse effect. These are the two concepts we will discuss in the lecture 1. Now, what is solar energy? Why we have to use in the solar cells? So basically, photovoltaic are using solar radiation to convert sunlight directly into the electrical energy. How? That is using solar cell. Then in 1950, first solar device has demonstrated. But we know how solar cell is demonstrated. That is because of design of the silicon transistor. Before 1950, during 1929, first silicon based transistor has been designed. You may know about the transistor that is designed by Rontgen and other three engineers. That is the first breakthrough for the solar cell. So this is the basic symbol of transistor. It containing emitter, base and collector. This is the basic symbol of a transistor. Due to this one, we came up with the p-n and n-junction diode. So this is the basic for the solar cell. Then now increasing the marketing and due to using of the renewable energy, we have go for the photovoltaic systems. So this photovoltaic system used to generate the high power, that is in the kilowatt, megawatt and gigawatt. Now, introduction to solar energy. Next, what we will see, how solar energy will be converted, how solar energy will be impacted, and what and are the source for the solar generation, and what and all the other sources previously used for the generation of the electrical energy. So first we will have to know about that. Before solar cell, we have depend on the coal and other gasoline items. But what will happen? It is non-renewable. So once it is burned, we can't get it back. Only it will produce the carbon dioxide. So due to this one, carbon dioxide concentration has been increased. Then later what we will do? We have jumped from the coal and petroleum into the renewable energy. How that may be a hydro plant, wind turbine, then solar power plant. And we know that almost all the earth has been covered from the solar energy. Most of the sunlight is coming to earth. And after that, hydroelectricity. That is also derived from the sun. How? You know about the evaporation of the water, that photosynthesis and all. So hydropower is indirectly depending on the solar sun. Then after that, wind energy, that is also the part of the solar energy, because as you know, during the springtime there will be a lot of wind. So due to this wind we can generate electricity using big turbines. See, in this image you can see the turbines. So as wind is coming, the turbine starts rotating. Due to this one, it is produced electrical energy. Then after that, photovoltaic systems, that is nothing but a solar power plant. So what will happen here? There are so many combination of the solar cell, that and all incident by the solar radiation. See, in this power plant, solar radiation is come incident on the this solar panel. So due to this solar radiation, it will generate the electrical energy. This may be the combination of the lot of solar module that has been converted into module to solar power plant. In now scenario may be like kilowatt system, megawatt system, and gigawatt system has been developed. Now we will go for the greenhouse effect. What is the greenhouse effect? That and all we have to see. One, photovoltaic has been used due to it is easy to convert, and it is very renewable, and it is economically reasonable. Now all the photovoltaic has been used to majority to converting electrical energy. And we know that earth atmosphere having temperature is about 15 degrees Celsius and 33 degrees Celsius above the moons and all. And due to that thing, the atmosphere average containing the 33 degrees Celsius. But as solar radiation is incident on the earth atmosphere, there will be so many wavelength of radiation is coming to earth. But due to presence of the some gases like carbon dioxide and neon, they absorb strongly most of the wavelength. So what will happen? By absorbing this wavelength, it produces some heat. So what will happen? The global atmosphere started getting heated, and due to this one, our iceberg and its stars are melting. So in order to control that one, we have shifted to solar energy, because it can't produce the carbon dioxide. Only it can just convert it using silicon cell radiation into electrical energy. And we know that most of the wavelength has been absorbed by this carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and other methane gases. So it is difficult to enter the electric irradiation into the our earth atmosphere. In this figure you can see the how concentration of the carbon dioxide has been increased globally during the lot of time. See, in 1880 The concentration is about the 320 ppm. See in this one. This is indicated in the blue color. And the global temperature was is around 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And what we can observe in this one, due to industrialization from 1880 to 1940, all the industry has been started developing. Then after that, the rapidly increasing the population and the consumption of the automotive and production of the so many petroleum thing, it started generating the carbon dioxide. So due to this one, the global atmosphere temperature has been increased. So we have to reduce this increasing of the carbon dioxide. So what we can do, instead of using petrol to generate the electricity, we can shift for the sustainable energy, that is the solar and other devices. So in this one you can see now around 2000 the carbon dioxide concentration is reached 400 ppm. It is very dangerous to human life. And also global temperature has been increased to around 58 Fahrenheit. Now it is almost reached around 60 plus Fahrenheit. Then in our atmosphere has containing so many gases like chlorofluorocarbons, carbon dioxide, methane, aniline, ozone, nitrous oxide. These and all impact our earth very harmfully. So in all this situation, we have to shift our energy source from the coal carbon based to renewable source, that is photovoltaic sources. So in this lecture we have seen about the basics of solar energy and some greenhouse effect, how it will impact our the global earth atmosphere. Next lecture we will go for the impact of the solar radiation to the solar photovoltaic devices, how solar radiation is generating, what is the flux, and how we will see the different type of waves, that is in the form of electromagnetic spectrum, and what is the visible light. That and all you will get to know in the lecture 2. Thank you.